Hello, my name is Darius, and today we are going to be talking about Heimdinger and doing a little gameplay on him. Let's start with his deck. We have Epic Scrap Traption to play spend all your mana, summon a runaway Scrap Trap, and grow its stats to that amount. This is a slow spell, so this will scale with however much mana you have, its attack. We have the Mark 1 Wrench Bot also attack. It's a 1 for 1/1, does nothing. Constellations is a 2 for 2/1, and play manifest a spell from your regions that cost 3 or less. This will give you an ability to make a turret if you have Heimdinger on the board. You have Aftershock for 3, deal 3 to a unit or destroy a landmark. This will be fun into like Howling Abyss, at least you'll have a way to deal with that. Flash of Brilliance. This is a 3-cost spell. It is burst speed, create in hand a random 6-cost spell from your regions. Refill your spell mana. We have Golden Crush Bot. He is a tech. 3 for 2/5. He's a good blocker. That probably won't work into Deadly, but you know. Hex Tech Handler is a 3 for 3/3. Grant tech allies everywhere, +1/+0 once you played a 6-cost spell. This game, we have Heimdinger himself. When you play a spell, create a fleeting turret in hand with equal cost. It costs 0. He levels up when you summon 12 plus power of tech allies, and when he's leveled up, when you play a spell, create a fleeting turret in hand with equal cost, grant it +1/+1, and it costs 0. His champion spell is Progress Day, which is an 8-cost burst spell. Draw 3 and then reduce those cards cost by 1. Create a Heimdinger in your deck, and he has various turrets, and they are old techs depending on how much you pay. And his final card is Hex Obliterator. It's a 6-cost spell for that is fast. Deal 6 to a unit. If it would die, obliterate it instead. It has some usage. The obliterate, and mostly I think it's to trigger the Hex Tech Handler. So yeah. His Constellation starts at his head. His 1-star is Science. Tech allies in hand and in play have a random upgrade for each time you spend 6 plus mana on spells. So this doesn't have to be in one round, it's just 6 total. His 2-star is Pursuit of Progress, +1 starting mana, and when you summon a unit, refill 1 spell mana. His 3-star is Science 2. Tech allies in hand and in play have a random upgrade from an improved pool of upgrades for each time you've spent 6 mana on spells. I was going to do him as a 2-star, but I think because we want to see the improved upgrades, it'll be better to have him as a 3-star, otherwise it's not even going to be relatable, I don't think. His Celestial Fortune is the same as everyone else's, +5% chance to find epic items and powers, +1 to legendaries. Celestial Insight is +75% XP for champions from my regions. Normally I think this is 100, so I guess it's downgraded because he has 2 regions. Vandal City and PNZ. His 4-star is Big Ol' Dust Sprinkle. When you summon a created ally, grant it +1/+1. He has a lot of created allies, so that's going to be nice. Downside is this power does block out his other lines, so that's unfortunate. If you want to go down his other paths, you do need to have those 10 star crystals. Yeah, you need 10 star crystals in order to do that, and that kind of sucks. Star of Bounty is 1 reroll and 100 gold. Star of Discovery is followers you acquire in adventures that cost 3 or more have tech evolution, which gives them augment and makes them tech. That lets them benefit from the science power. His 5-star is Mana Flow, get a mana gem. This is such a weird line. Star of Blessing is Obliterator has Charging Sigil 3, so that gives it 4 damage and bring it up to 10. Celestial Bounty is +25 starting gold for Vandal City and PNZ. Celestial Legends as support cards have an additional item. Another Star of Legends. Celestial Legends. Okay, the Star of Legends is your support champions have tech evolution, so everything you play is going to be tech. Star of Wonders Concologist has tech evolution, and his 6-star is Eureka. Tech allies in hand and in play start the game with 3 random improved upgrades. Game start, summon a Mark 0 Wind Up Shredder. So that is a 0 cost. 0-1 with Challenger. I just don't understand how this is a 6-star. Either his random upgrades are incredible, or that 6-star is trash. And let's find out. So we'll be going into Noxus and taking on the Darius Adventure, the Hand of Noxus. Special rule is Age of Conquest. When the foe's units attack, grant the strongest attacking unit +2/+0. And for completing this, we will get a gold vault. We already did this with Ari. It was a little long, but not difficult. We also did a 2-star with Ari, so that's part of why. I don't know what would be best on him. Maybe Spellburn? I think presumably you're supposed to be casting spells. Let's go ahead and try it. First thing is Noxkraya Arena. Oh, I didn't go over his card levels up. Just look at him. Feels lame to just read all of those out. So yeah, probably could have started with Flash of Brilliance in hand. I kept Aftershock just to remove whatever is on board. And our Oncologist is not a tech, so we won't get to see what those tech upgrades are just yet. Playing him, we do get a choice of spells. I'm gonna go ahead and take Death Ray here. In the early adventures, nothing should really have that much hit points, so it should be fine. Play Hextech Handler, let's see what some of these upgrades are. How does this work? Have a random upgrade for each time you've spent 6+ mana on spells. Okay, so until I spend 6+ mana on spells, we're not going to know what upgrades are. But we did save 6 to play Epic Scraptraption. And it looks like we got +0/+1 and Augment. This round we'll be able to play Heimdinger.
Nothing can stop me.
I think I'll just attack here. I think Heimerdinger's gonna die. That's okay, we have another one. Go ahead and get rid of this guy, and Spellburn finishes it off. Maybe Spellburn wasn't good for learning. Take this Mecha Yordle. I don't know if Mecha counts as tech. And we'll take Mordekaiser for Death's Grasp. We'll go through Stargazer, we'll just follow the same path we followed on Ari. Drop Oncologist, pick up Flash Brilliance.
The journey is difficult. These will protect
An
you.
Aftershock it to remove it.
Be brave.
Easy does it.
Block the gem gift giver. I'm curious if you cast like a 6 cost if it rolls over. So, yeah. Let's try something. Play a 5 Epic Scraptraption.
Enter, traveler, and stop staring.
Not gonna be able to block because of Brash. So we're at 5 of 6. Next round we'll use Expliterator and see if that stays at 5 of 6. And one of our upgrades was +1/+0 and brash.
In service to the Imperium.
That was weird animation.
Targon works in mysterious ways. Observe.
So we are at 5 of 6, so it looks like it retains. So if we cast this 10, it should give us 2 upgrades. We can play Heimdinger here.
The stars shine.
And our second thing was, I guess, +1/+1 and evolve. I think I'm gonna attack and see if he blocks. I think he basically has to.
Careful.
So treasure trash here should give us 1, and then a full other, and then 3 more. Yep. So it retains, which is good to know, and also look good.
These jewels are more than
He
mere
will
pretty
play
gold.
a TX. Apparently has tough now. We have tough, evolve, and brash. Don't have augment. Curious to see how
That will have to do for now.
Heimerdinger reliant this deck is in the end game. Play Mordekaiser here. Looks like the upgrades are consistent across all your techs.
Who I was, but not who I would become.
We did hit augment this time. So overall, so far this seems fine. It's just,
This is not the way.
I don't know, not exciting at all. Just, I mean, we're winning, which is good. We have had no safety problems, also good. But
For the teeth, though.
I don't know, it just doesn't feel good. And I don't know how that 6 cost is going to be strong, or the 6-star constellation. I don't see how it's going to be strong. I could be wrong. Fully open to being wrong. We'll go for Smooth Soloist. I mean, once everything in your deck is attacked, they're all going to get the upgrades every time you cast 6 mana of spells. Starting with 3, I guess, is pretty good. Especially if you get, like, Evolve and, like, Augment. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, so far this deck feels fine. It is nice to have Heimerdinger on board, which is a problem.
Punish transgressions.
Because he costs 5 and doesn't get cost reduced by anything. If you're not playing spells, you're also not really accomplishing anything.
Wondrous discoveries await below.
So you need a lot of
It's
mana.
just accidental art.
Oh. Someone smarter than me is going to figure out how this deck feels good, and they're going to show us. and then we'll be all impressed. But right now I want to say underwhelmed because the deck is fine, but I don't know, a little underwhelmed. Like, I don't see how this goes up into a deadly deck, like a Weekly Nightmare or maybe even like a Lysandra Adventure. Of course, I am missing all of the level upgrades, which might be really significant. I didn't even look at the level upgrades, so like there could be stuff that I'm just like completely missing that is super relevant.
I know these paths well.
We did get Rallying Banner on our 3-cost turret.
To the world below!
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
I'm just 1.21 gigahertz.
Ooh, that's new. Ow, 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 ow.
Yes, yes, again! Deep breath now.
I mean, the deck plays really well against this lower star adventure, and that's fine. Probably good considering like we're level 0, right? And we don't have any of the upgrades yet. I don't see where this is like overwhelmingly good. Take Yip's Genius here. And we can remove the worst card from our deck, which is probably this thing I just picked up. Go into Zoe.
Awesome! This is gonna be so much fun!
But I'm not like worried about losing at any point. And with Ari, I was unable to block, and that felt pretty bad. I didn't have her 3-star, so that makes a huge difference for sure.
Trickster never loses because Zoe makes the roses! Doggo, doggo, doggo! You make everything more fun!
That was a bad attack. I think I had 3 hit points and he had 4.
Strong body, strong mind.
A little luck for those who need it.
Kind of unlikely I live this next round.
Eminently logical.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do here.
No system
I died there because I made a mistake. That wasn't really the deck's fault. Then also I got hit with Equinox. That is a little bit the deck's fault, not being able to deal with silence. I also didn't have enough things on board. I didn't play Heimerdinger fast enough. So I'm thinking something like Scourge's Stash or Pack Powder is going to be advisable here. So clearly I lost. And yeah, see what the champion level upgrades are. We have the Mark 1 Wrenchbot with studded leather, Constellations with Giant's Belt, actually pretty nice. Flash of Brilliance with Hand Sensor, that'll make something a little bit stronger. Aftershock with Charging Sigil 1. Golden Crush Bot is going to cost 2. Hex Splitterator with Grifter's deck is interesting. If it doesn't draw a card, I don't know that it's necessarily good. Epic Scrap Traction will be Burst instead of Slow. Hextech Handler will get Shadow Totem. This will give you your text everywhere an extra +1/+0. Mark 1 Wrenchbot will have Draw. Aftershock will have Summoning Beacon. That's actually really good. And that's it. Everything else is normal. So yeah, I'm gonna keep playing, see if I can get a handle on it. So far, it doesn't seem really good, and it doesn't seem like super abusable. Like, if you're not playing Heimerdinger on round 1 or 2, I think it's just too slow, unless there's something in the deck that I'm missing. So that's my opinion on it. Maybe defense spending, which is his relic, is, you know, important on him to make the Nexus tough and give him tech as well. I don't know. So that's it. I'm gonna keep playing, but that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.